We all know those days when you just don't feel like doing anything. Whether it be depression, or it's too cold, or you feel that your efforts are hopeless or futile, or the world is about to plunge into darkness. The imminent Russian invasion could set off a chain of reactions that could have devastating consequences for the rest of the world. If Ukraine topples, Europe could follow, and then Taiwan could be next. I myself have lived in Taiwan for years, and most of my family are still there. I feel completely powerless to do anything about the massive political machines that are the world's superpowers. These thoughts can crush and overwhelm my motivation to keep going for a while, especially when it feels that the future seems bleak. This too shall pass is a phrase I often hear, and while I agree it to be true, it does nothing to alleviate the wave of stress that I can feel approaching. I've lived long enough to sense when a stressful time is coming to bear upon me, and I imagine many of you can as well. It's usually triggered by something, an external event or a traumatic memory or some big world event that's outside of your control, such as the recent news about Russia. And even when these events may not directly impact you, we all will face situations in life outside our control which will cast a shadow in our lives. If you are your own boss, living a life outside of a set work schedule and accountable to only yourself, these negative thoughts can often overwhelm and floor you for days, if not weeks. So the question then is, how do you keep going in spite of it all? I think the answer partly lies with our sense of duties and responsibilities to not just yourself, but to others. Just think about the power of social pressure when it comes to a job. If you worked at a restaurant and your boss sends you a text to come in during your day off, he or she might pull the guilt card on you. Oh, we're short-staffed tonight. I really need you to come in because we're overwhelmed. There's plenty of memes out there that would document such chats and supposed real-life situations. As an entrepreneur or someone who's doing things on their own, you can have the same kind of benefit to pull yourself out of an emotional rut if you set up accountability systems to keep yourself in check. If you run a blog or a YouTube channel, see if you can build a community of followers who benefit from what you do. This helps. Several years ago, I had a YouTube channel about a very specific niche. It quickly found a following, but when I quit the thing due to me moving away and stopped making videos for it, I was getting messages for months. It compelled me to want to keep going even though I couldn't. So what else can we do when things are dire? Take today, for instance. This imminent invasion and its future implications has already cast a dark shadow on my day. It's out of my control for sure, so I tell myself to turn my attention on what I can do. Make another video for this channel, make one piece of content that I can feel good about that may help someone else, or get that workout in and feel good about that even though the state of the world is bad, that I can still move forward and do something good for myself. Finally, it's always good to remember the serenity prayer. Lord, grant me the serenity to accept things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference.